Welcome to my channel. I'm Gary Wuryawan and today is an everyday photography vlog. I'm currently traveling to Singapore. We are in the Flower Dome here in the Garden by the Bay area. It's quite a nice place and we're going to take some pictures around this area on the Garden by the Bay area, and also a little bit of the individual attractions like the super tree and things like that. And as usual, I'm using my micro four thirds cameras and some lenses. I brought with me the GX850 and also the 20mm lens Panasonic Lumix, and also the 14mm f2.5, Laowa 7.5mm f2 which I haven't used in a long time, and Olympus 45mm f1.8. Plenty of lenses and camera. This should be a fun travel vlog kind of photography educational thing. Hopefully you will enjoy this. Now let's try to take some pictures. Right, so we found this nice little fountain area, waterfall area, pond area here. I think it looks kind of nice, so I want to try to take an environmental portrait of my wife with the 14mm f2.5. I'm setting the camera to aperture priority f2.5 auto ISO, and composition is something like this. I'm gonna try to get close to get a little bit background blur, but not too much, something like this. All right, excellent. One more. Nice. Oh, she's moving. All right, let's try vertical, but I want to come closer. 1 2 3 again. 1 2 3. One more. 1 2 3. Excellent. Alright, so you have to pardon my audio because apparently my DJI mic cannot connect to the Action 4. It's kind of a error. I don't understand what happened, but I'm using the built-in microphone of the Action 4. Hopefully this is more than good enough. And I'm trying to capture the Marina Bay Sands building again. This time I'm using the Laowa 7.5mm f2. I have a really nice vantage point right here overlooking the building right there, with a little bit of foreground from the trees, and also this river lake area right here. I think it looks kind of nice, so let's try to take the shot. I'm setting the Laowa to f4, and hyperfocal distance I already marked it on my lens right there. Aperture priority, everything else automatic. Vertical composition, something like this, looks really dramatic and I like it. Yeah, and let's try horizontal, something like this. Yeah, it's been a while since I used the Laowa lens because I prefer something tighter these days. I used to be a wide angle kind of person, but for travel photography with such a small size and large aperture, it's a really nice travel wide angle lens, by the way, the Laowa. Yeah, I got about 3200 shutter speed. I'm not really too worried about shutter speed with this lens. And I hope you can still hear me with the audio of the built-in mic. Let's try vertical again. Alright, one more shot of the Marina Bay Sands building, but this time I'm switching to the 14mm, slightly tighter compared to the Laowa 7.5mm lens. I want to make sure that I can get a tighter composition. So I'm setting the camera to aperture priority f4 auto ISO, and I got about 3200 shutter speed. Alright, this is the composition. Very simple, just trying to get a tight crop of the building. Looks kind of nice. Alright, I'm trying to capture an environmental portrait of my wife using the 14mm f2.5. Let's set the camera aperture priority f2.5 with the Marina Bay Sands as sort of the background, something like this. I think it looks kind of cool. Yep, a little bit lower. I'm crouching very near to the ground, as you can see on the camera. Something like this. Yep, 1 2 3 again. Yeah, just very simple composition. My wife right in the middle, and the Marina Bay Sand as sort of the background, and with the f2.5 hopefully I get very slight background blur, not too much, because with too much background blur you cannot really tell what building is that, and then what's the point? You know, you don't want too much background blur. Alright, few more shots. 1 2 3 again, last one. Right, 1 2 3. Can you face straight to the camera? Alright, 1 2 3. I'm going to stand up now. Alright, about this height, I think it's perfect. 1, 2, 3. And let me come closer. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. And over here, as you can see, we have some what they call super trees. This is Garden by the Bay in Singapore. It's quite an iconic, a location, and you should visit it when you come to Singapore. Anyway, I want to try to capture some compositions of the super trees right there with the Ferris wheel behind. I think it'll look nice. So yeah, still with the 14mm, I'm setting the camera, still aperture priority f4. Very simple composition. I'm focusing somewhere in the middle near the super tree. I want to include the fountain right there. I hope you can hear the audio. Yeah, it sucks that the DJI mic died. I'm kind of disappointed. It's not as reliable as I thought, but maybe in the future I will switch to USB microphone. I think wired connection will always be more reliable and dependable. Right, really nice. Right, so I would like to photograph this cool looking flower right here, the red ones. I hope you can see on the camera. And I switched the 45mm f1.8 Olympus lens, and yeah, let's try to take some simple flower picture like so. By the way, we are inside the flower dome in the Garden by the Bay. Right, one picture. Nice. Very simple. Some more flowers. Let's try to capture the photo. I'm at f1.8. I think I hit the minimum focusing distance. Nice. Right, what about this one? Let's try. Alright, cool. I think I got it. This one also looks kind of cool and funny. Like it has a really interesting shape. Nice. The 45mm isn't really known for its close focusing capabilities, but in this case I think this is quite okay. Let's try this one. Love the background blur that I can get from this lens. Nice. One portrait of my wife right in the middle. Quick one, f1.8, 45mm. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Got one nice looking flower right here. We're not allowed to touch the flower, so yeah, I'm not going to touch it. Again, still with the 45mm f1.8 aperture priority. Focus, recompose. Right, so we have a whole bunch of flowers here. I'm trying to pick out just one out of this whole bunch of flowers with lots of colors. I want to focus on this particular guy. Let's try the red one in the middle. f1.8 aperture priority. There we have it. See these two flowers right here. I want to try to capture it with the 20mm. I'm at f1.7. I'm going to stop down a little bit to f2. Aperture priority, auto ISO. Let's see. With the 20mm, I can focus closer and fill the frame with the flowers, as opposed with the 45, where I have to stand back a little bit and cannot really fill the frame with smaller flowers. Right, another portrait of my wife. We're going to try to take it under this very low light situation. f1.7, 20mm. Going to step it up just a little bit. Okay, let's see. Micro Four Thirds in low light, no problem. One more. Excellent. Let's lock the exposure first. Okay, nice. One more. Got some orchid flowers right here. Let's try to capture one with the 20mm f1.7. Here we go at f1.7. Yeah. And that wraps up today's video. So that is all for today's photography vlog. Hopefully this has been interesting and inspiring. Please let me know in the comment down below which one is your favorite picture. Also, don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing this video, and subscribing to my channel. And if you want to support my channel even further, consider using the affiliate links on the description. Buy my travel photography ebook course on the description as well, or use the super thanks button to make a small donation to my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.